So, what we're not going to do is pretend that this country is poor when it comes to healthcare, education, and food stamps, but magically has endless money for war. The Senate just passed the National Defense Authorization Act for 2026, S2296, with 77 senators voting yes, including Hawaii's own Mazie Hirono, while Brian Schatz voted no. This happened during a government shutdown, while federal workers aren't getting paid, military families are struggling, and food stamps could run out for 42 million Americans next month. But instead of fixing that, Congress prioritized billions for weapons, money that could fund universal childcare, free college, climate adaptation, healthcare expansion, or rebuilding Lahaina 10 times over. Instead, it's going to bombs and missiles. This bill gives $60 million to Israel for its Iron Dome system and another $40 million for the David Slings missile program, both tied to U.S. defense contractors. This funding comes after Israel, once again, violated the ceasefire deal, continuing to bomb and kill Palestinians in Gaza and wrongfully detaining civilians in the West Bank. Instead of accountability or cutting military aid, the U.S. is rewarding that violence with more weapons. It even expands Iron Dome for America to include Hawaii and Alaska, embedding us deeper into the U.S. missile infrastructure and militarization. These systems don't make ordinary people safer, they make defense contractors richer. The United States already spends more on its military than the next 10 countries combined, yet can't guarantee housing, healthcare, or food security for its own people. The bill also pushes anti-DEI policies, banning race or gender consideration in military academies and excluding transgender women from sports programs, because apparently culture wars are a higher priority than feeding people and making sure people have healthcare. And while Hawaii's own Board of Land and Natural Resources rejected the Army's environmental impact statement for Pohakuloa due to cultural and environmental desecration, this same bill keeps funneling money into the exact systems destroying our lands. So when politicians say that this bill is going to create jobs or security, remember this. Defense spending actually creates fewer jobs per dollar than education, clean energy, or healthcare. Every $1 billion spent on the Pentagon creates about 11,000 jobs, but that same billion spent on education creates 26,000. So this isn't an investment in people, this is an investment for permanent war. Safety shouldn't mean endless weapons testing on indigenous lands or funding foreign governments that are actively violating human rights. Israel is not a struggling ally. It is one of the wealthiest countries in the world and is currently under investigation by multiple UN agencies for war crimes and genocide. Continuing to fund Israel while it bombs hospitals and detains civilians isn't support, it's complicity. Missile defense does not protect local people, it endangers us. It turns Hawaii into a military target while continuing to desecrate sacred lands like Pohakuloa and contaminating our waters. Millions of Americans are struggling under this current government shutdown, but Congress is still getting paid and they still have time to spend billions of dollars for war. Do not let them sell you this illusion of safety while stripping every social program that actually keeps people alive. You can go to this link to see how your senators voted and contact them today to let them know how you feel about their vote. If they voted yes, then you can use this phone script shown on screen, pause to read, or this email script shown on screen, pause to read. And remember that bombs don't bring peace or food on your table.